When police officers put on the uniform and walk out the door, they never know who or what they'll encounter that day. They could respond to a serious car crash, take in the report of an abused child, investigate a dead body, get shot at, or shoot someone else. That continued and repeated trauma is affecting their bodies and their minds. And research proves that stress is killing them. Here's Weight of the Badge.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, Hannah. Hey, Zoe.
Zoe.
Rochester Police Sergeant Flamor Zanelovic's house is like so many other homes in America. Kids are busy coming and going with sports. They talk about what they did that day and what's for dinner.
Do you want to eat dinner before practice or something light and then eat dinner when you get home?
Dinner after.
Dinner after?
But unlike other American families, this one has been through something that changed their lives forever.
2595? Yeah, I got a vehicle. It's going to be turning to go northbound on North Goodman Street approaching Garrison.
I was working overtime detail in the downtown area, so I heard some radio traffic.
Is the vehicle stopping for you or it's continuing?
6730, give me cars to that area right now. That's a wanted vehicle.
I was aware the major crimes unit was investigating a double homicide.
Got a couple cars with us. We're going to stop them.
The suspect vehicle actually stopped, pulled to the right side of the street, and myself, and along with 2 other patrol cars, once we opened our doors and stepped out, the suspect fled the scene in the car.
Go, Trooper, go, Trooper, go!
Everything is happening so fast.
Where are you? North Goodman, Fulton Bay.
You don't want the bad guy to get away. You don't want to lose a double murder suspect.
Get a perimeter up. Lamar, get a perimeter up.
The suspect was fleeing and was in excess of 80, 90 miles an hour at times, driving the wrong lane.
Someone cut traffic off on North Goodman Street. I know traffic on Goodman Street.
I was coming down to this intersection to take a perimeter point.
All right, he's not foot. He's not foot. He's running eastbound. He's running eastbound.
And when I got to about here, I drew my pistol and started issuing commands. And within a blink of an eye, the suspect just started shooting at me.
We got shots fired. We got shots fired.
I was shot in the left arm.
Two down, up or down. Start a roll metro.
I was struck again by gunfire in my lower right back.
We need to come. We need to aim at this fucking pizza right now.
And then the suspect charged at me and started shooting at me while I was down on the pavement.
We have an officer transporting the injured officer. Where you going?
Flamor's wife, Kristen Zanelovic, made her way with all 3 kids to Rochester General Hospital, where Flamor was being treated.
They saw him in the bed, bloody, and he broke down as soon as he saw us come in there.
Flamor had been shot in his left arm, shattering his ulna. He was shot in the right bicep and shot in the back, his handcuffs deflecting that last bullet.
I remember just thinking, it's just the arms. The arms can heal. And if they can't, he's still alive. I ended up quitting the job I had so I could stay home and take care of him.
Flamor spent a year working to rebuild his arms. He'll carry a permanent titanium rod from his elbow to his wrist for the rest of his life.
I was angry, and I think there was a brief period of time I remember being angry at my husband for what we're going through because he chose to do this job. Ryland, our son, slept in our room. He wouldn't go back to his own bed for probably a couple weeks. He just wanted to be by Daddy.
Sergeant Zanelovic was ordered to undergo mandatory counseling sessions after his shooting. That's Rochester Police Department policy after an officer is involved in a critical incident.
I feel like there was a ton to talk about, but she opened conversations and talked about different things, and it got me talking probably more than I realized. You know, there's been times where I've said, is it really worth it? Is it worth it with the dangers of the job? But then I find myself right back out there because I absolutely do love the job.
I worry about the long-term effect on his health, on his heart, on his overall well-being, just of what he's seen and what he's dealt with. And I don't think you can live with this much adrenaline and stress, and I don't think you can live a lifetime of that and not have some sort of repercussion.
So we have this officer coming in, and we're going to take her through all the components of the study.
They show in our surveys that they have high levels of PTSD, indication that they may be a candidate for future heart disease.
Dr. John Violanti at the University at Buffalo is a leading expert in the field of stress and policing. His research is starting to change the way police officers think about their work and how departments do their jobs.
So if you have PTSD or you have high levels of stress, which we can measure by looking at a hormone called cortisol, we can associate the cortisol